And yeah, they got delivered in 20 minutes. 20 minutes to get a t-shirt.
Some people say they go deaf, don't they, for a bit?
The woman's rushed up. She's like, no, sit down.
Because it was so bad, it like panicked me.
Hi guys, welcome back. We're on tour with Dridgers. If you're new here, we're a full-time travel couple from the UK. Right, this episode's going to be a little bit different. We're currently in the UK. We're actually in my father-in-law's camper van because we're moving forward. We're going to set up a podcast, but we thought we'd do a very special episode today. So this is the, I don't know, not sure, 19, 20 things that we wish we knew before we come to China, and we want to share them with you. They're going to be like very, very exclusive things that we've learned, because we've learned every single thing from the mistakes we've made. We've made, obviously, if you watch the channel for a while, you know, like us, we literally make mistakes all the time, and we've learned a little bit from them. So I think it's fair for us to share it with you guys.
I am also here. We're obviously doing this in a different way from 3 different cameras perspective. As you can see, it's a very weird setup. We're working with what we've got. We've kind of got one proper podcast mic at the moment.
You should have saw the state of us like trying to set it up. To be honest, it was pretty embarrassing.
Things wasn't charged, you know us. It's a little bit all over the place, and this is the only place we could find to record it. So we're in this cosy camper van with a little heater, keeping us warm because it is freezing cold here in England.
I've actually been contacting some colleges. I think we are actually going to do like a talk and stuff for a college. I know it's weird, but they want us in to share what we're doing, because obviously it's quite interesting for students to get an insight into different cultures and different travel.
I knew you would be doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, sure. They offered us a podcast room. We've also been looking around, but then we thought, we had a little brainwave. We thought, hold on, we've got access to a camper van, which Rianne's father-in-law has. So we are recording it in the camper van. And to be honest, I'm not gutted. It's actually all right in here. It's quite comfortable.
And there's no point of finding a studio because we're literally leaving next week to travel.
Yeah.
So we have to find a system that's going to work for us while we're travelling. It's not going to change any of our normal YouTube videos. This channel will stay the same, but we now have another YouTube channel called Dridgers Unpacked, which we'll be doing podcasts with like juicy things behind the scene, probably us arguing a little bit more, just a bit more raw and unedited. I know our videos, we try and make them raw, but obviously we're walking about and sometimes a little bit boring, so we have to cut the camera.
But that will stay the same. We will, like Rianne says, it's going to be exactly the same. The channel won't change at all, but we just want to, a little bit of extra stuff. Yeah,
we're just going to try and add one of these a week, and if it picks up and does well, maybe we'll do some more. Let us know. Are you excited for this, or do you think we're idiots?
Right, so I've actually written down a few things. Right, Rianne. And Rianne's got a...
I wanted to go over... This is also going to include some of the essentials you need going to China. We get so many questions on China all the time because it's quite an overwhelming country, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's crazy overwhelming. I think even for us...
We still get overwhelmed.
People have even written in the comments how much we've changed. It's a different world to anywhere else. It's literally like landing on a different planet. And if you're not prepared for it, like we wasn't the first time we went, we were like, obviously that's where we become the night walking.
Can we get into the video?
But obviously that's where we become the night walking couple. If you're not prepared, everything's going to go wrong.
The first things we need to cover is apps. App number 1, WeChat. WeChat is everything. That is paying for things, your mini apps, booking metro. Second, Alipay. It's kind of the same thing as WeChat, but I work better with Alipay and Ben works better with WeChat. It's whatever works. I find Alipay works very good for like metros. WeChat, you can use it for social media, kind of like WhatsApp, so you can chat to people and add friends. Next one, I would say Maps. That is a lifesaver. If you watch, as we say, our first episode when we were lost in Beijing and we were trying to use Google Maps, it doesn't work. Maps is now in English.
What made it worse is we didn't have no internet.
And we've got no internet to like order a taxi, do anything. And then the next major app is a VPN. Half your things don't work out there if you haven't got a VPN. So download all these apps and you're slightly ready for your trip in China. But we're going to get more into them apps throughout this series.
Basically, I've written down 20 things. Right, what I've actually put is 20 shocking things to make this a little bit more intriguing. Yeah, I'll riff through them. Rianne can jump in and we'll have a discussion about each topic and we'll see where we get. But the first thing is, China's internet doesn't work like you'd think. Like we were just saying, with VPNs, with apps, it's basically already been covered. But you don't understand, right, until you land in China, what won't work. Because literally nothing will work. Nothing at all. You won't be prepared. Honestly, you will not be prepared for what is coming. It's literally like I say, entering a different planet. Basically, as soon as you land in that country, if you haven't got a VPN, right, you are literally...
You're stranded.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
You're on your own. We felt, when we first landed in Beijing, we felt like that because we didn't have nothing, and we was just wandering the streets, and we didn't have a clue what to do. At the moment, we're trying to set up apps with my father-in-law's coming out to China soon, so we're setting up everything with him. Also, my father and a family friend are also coming to China, so we've been doing the setup thing. That's why we're doing this video, because we're doing the setup version with them, so we thought we'd share them with you guys at home. Number 2 on this list, cash is basically dead. I've done a couple of reels and stuff and things, TikToks and stuff that have gone quite viral about me paying cashless, and people always writing there, cash is king, cash is king, cash is king, cash is king. Right, fair enough, right? I'm not saying don't use cash, and in China it is legal, it is illegal to not accept cash, but, right, cash is dead in China, everything is cashless, so be prepared for that. So basically, everything is like we said earlier, Alipay, WeChat.
So normally if you go on holiday, you'd go and change up some money in your local Asda or something to get your currency. Don't do that for China. Don't
Not
need
worth
it.
it.
No.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that we withdrew money on the first day we come to China, and we still got some of that money that we haven't used. So it's definitely not worth getting loads of cash. Not like other countries where it was all cash. Also, with WeChat, they've changed it a little bit. They've made it more tourist friendly. So back in the past, you always had to get like someone to verify that's been on there for 2 months, which obviously if you're coming to China for the first time, you might not know anyone that's in China. But now they've loosened that a little bit, so anyone can set up WeChat and you don't need to be verified. Which is
I didn't know that.
Which is obviously a thumbs up to the Chinese government, because they're doing a bit more for their tourists. So it's easy to set up WeChat.
All right, number 3, language barrier is real. Unfortunately, that is probably one of the hardest things about China, but they won't turn you away. They will try and help you.
Yeah.
And as we say, translation apps, you can get the voices now. Google one isn't that great, is it, on our phone?
It's not. What's the one you always use?
Oh, I think it's like Microsoft. I'll ping up the app there. That one's worked really well, and you can do like a two-way conversation. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
So they talk into it and you talk into it, and it'll translate it
as well.
So I recommend that one. Or there's so many devices out there if you want a proper device, but that's just another thing to carry around.
Obviously, language barriers are quite real, and there can be misunderstandings. Like we done an interview for a news company, and I said something like Xinjiang, it feels like a different country, right? And he took it the wrong way. He went, "What do you mean Xinjiang? It's China. It's not a different country." I went, "Yeah, I never said it was. I said it feels like it." But that was basically a just a language thing. That's what I mean. You can have misunderstandings. China is safer than we expected. This is probably one for you.
Yeah.
Look, because obviously being a woman.
I think the first time we went to China, we'd just come from India. Is that right?
Yeah, that's probably going to make a difference.
Yeah, so it was obviously quite a shocking, different culture. Different culture shock. Is that the right word?
Yeah, you definitely see the difference when you go to China, because it's there's no worries about women on their own. Like you see local women on their own a lot, and I've actually realised how lucky we are when we're in China, especially being back here. I get quite nervous around here, and it's I don't know, like in the UK, you sort of feel like you're going to be attacked or something all the time. I certainly feel like it.
And obviously in China, there's cameras everywhere, so people are very, very less likely to do anything. Do be cautious and do be careful if you're a woman travelling alone in China. This is obviously from our perspective. I've gone out and gone to shop on my own loads of times out. I've gone on the metro on my own. I've done loads of things on my own, and I've never felt unsafe. And if I ever did feel unsafe, there's so many people there because China's so busy. Yeah. Someone will jump in and help you.
Obviously, there's bad people in every country. I'm not saying there's not, but it seems like they're. I don't know.
I reckon they won't ignore something.
No. Like everyone would step in.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would in England and everything, but it just seems like there's less of them.
I agree.
People.
High-speed trains will blow your mind. Oh, that is my favourite way to travel in the world. Anywhere is China high-speed trains. Like if I could travel everywhere in the world, I'd never fly again. and I'll just take the high-speed train.
It doesn't feel like you're even moving, even though you're going like...
It's like chilled.
Yeah.
I feel so chilled in there. Like I can get work done. I feel safe. I don't feel anxious because I'm a very anxious person, and flying like triggers me so much. That's why I try and avoid it.
Like what I compare it to, like, so obviously we went in the BYD to the BYD test track, and we went around that test track in that car, and the acceleration you could really feel
It, yeah.
Really
but
feel
the
that.
train's so smooth.
yeah.
You don't even feel it. It doesn't even feel like you're moving.
It's so nice. If you haven't experienced a bullet train in China, then it should be on your bucket list, I'm going to have to say.
The whole airport thing. I'm not going to slag off aeroplanes because it is very quick. But the whole airport thing just makes it
Adds on time.
Yeah, it just makes flying a little bit more aggro. It's nice to you get to a train station, get off, get a taxi, and then you're in your hotel.
And you don't have to worry about luggage.
Yeah,
that's what I love about it.
Yeah, they're not strict at all from luggage.
The only thing I think is aerosols. I had my deodorant took off me once. I think that's the only thing. But that might be in like a size thing. I think if they're smaller, something like that. Booking tickets is trip.com. They need to sponsor us. We talk about trip.com all the time, don't we?
We can't help it though, can we?
I know, but that China, that's another app. If you haven't got trip.com, then I don't know what you're doing when you're travelling. You should have trip.com, booking.com. Trip is what you book everything on. So you can book your trains on there, just like you would from your hometown.
Right, so this is quite a big one for me. And obviously, we talk about Beijing when we landed in Beijing because it's what made us famous, because it was such a OTWD thing.
We were idiots.
We were idiots.
I cringe looking back at it now.
But I would say the single most important thing, right? Obviously, everything we said is important because we talk a lot of sense. But the single most important thing is get a SIM card. You can, as soon as you land, right, you need internet.
You need
eSIM, not a SIM card.
Well,
this is the thing, right? eSIM is easy to get. If you get an eSIM, as soon as you land, you're going to have data. Obviously, in the long run, if you're going to travel to China a lot, I would definitely recommend getting a physical SIM. The only reason I'm saying that is because you will come across a lot of real number verifications. Like, say, for example, I'll use this as an example. We went to Starbucks and wanted to log on to the Wi-Fi. Oh, you need a Chinese number to log onto the Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. When some A-tour hotels, you need a Chinese number to log into the Wi-Fi. This is how nice Chinese people are, that the receptionist actually let me use his number to log on to the Wi-Fi.
We ordered food as well, didn't we?
And we ordered
we
food.
needed it for the mini app food.
Yeah.
He would text us and tell us like when the food's on the way.
Yeah,
That's how nice people are.
Hi mate, your food's here. And the same thing happened in Starbucks as well. The guy behind the till let me use his number.
Yeah, it's so cool.
That's so cool, yeah.
I feel like I need to mention it because I'm a person that is anxious. I reckon a lot of people have this. I need to know where a toilet is. And in China, toilets are everywhere. Like, you will find one on the street 10 minutes, 5 minutes down the road.
We've said this a lot about toilets. They are everywhere.
And make sure you have your own toilet roll because it is, I don't know, it is a thing in China that you have your own toilet roll. There will be probably someone in the queue with a box of tissues and she'll probably give you one. I've had someone do that before because I hadn't had none with you. But there won't be toilet paper unless it's in like a mall or something.
Sometimes on the outside.
Yeah, or the outside, you grab a bit.
yeah.
But always have toilet paper on you and don't panic, you can find toilets. I think you can even put it in the A-maps and find them. I've got close sometimes where I've had to do that. I need to know things like that.
And also about toilets, a lot of times you get squatties. Brianne had a bad knee recently.
Still got a bad knee.
Yeah, she's still got a bad knee now. You saw her go to the Chinese hospital. But yeah, when she had that, she couldn't squat. So she had to look. She was looking around for a Western toilet and stuff quite a lot. Be prepared to squat. On the subject of toilets, I just want to mention, right?
This is how much we've changed.
Yeah, this is how much we've changed. So a lot of the time, when you get sort of 4 stars and above, you get a smart toilet.
Hotel.
That's what I mean. Hotel. Yeah. These toilets are incredible. So they flush themselves, and it does this weird thing, right? If you've ever been to China, you'll know this. So it does this weird thing where it blows air down. After it's flushed, it blows air down and it clears all the skid marks off the side, and it's incredible. Yeah, no, they're so incredible, and it also one button and a little bit of water sprays out and cleans your backside. Yeah, so.
And no, the best features, the seat.
The seat's heated. The seat is heated. So no, you don't ever have to worry about getting a cold bum. You never have to worry about having a dirty bum or a dirty toilet in China. So smart toilets are class.
if you've been following us from the beginning, you know our three top things for our hotel, because we were really cheap back then. Like we were paying like £10 sometimes, like £10 to £15. It was Wi-Fi, our own bathroom, and what was the third thing?
Aircon.
An aircon.
Yeah.
That was the main three things. Anything else didn't matter. Now it's gone up to, we need a fridge, we need a heated seat.
Oh, we've changed.
We need a robe. Is the bed comfortable? That is... Sometimes we even want electric curtain, so it opens, like... Maybe we'll add in a desk.
The hotels in China are a little bit better, though. You do find that you don't have to pay a lot to get a lot. And that's what I love about China. And you always get the little extras. The little extras, they really matter.
If you're wondering what hotels to get in China as well, these are like our best recommended is any A-tours. That's kind of like a Premier Inn in England. Fontoon.
Yeah, they're like a smart hotel. Very, very good quality. Maybe a little bit more expensive than A-tour, but not too much. Yeah.
Comfy beds.
Really comfy beds. Really nice. They're really nice.
Orange.
Orange is good.
Nice one. I think that's a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah,
you're probably looking over, maybe towards more £40 a night. A-tour, you can roughly find them probably 30 to 35. And I feel like there's one more.
York Cove.
York Cove.
York Cove.
Love a York.
Yeah, they're a sub hotel of Hyatt Hotel.
Hyatt, yeah.
I say a little bit more than A-tour, but they are very, very, very good hotels.
I recommend them. So that's the ones I'd look out for if you're wanting a decent hotel. But otherwise, you can probably find one for a tenner if you don't really give a shit like we used to back in the old days.
China is like 10 different countries. So every different region of China, they will have, they might have a different cuisine. They might even have a different language. So you get things like, so you get snowy regions, you get tropical regions, you even get deserts in like Xinjiang and stuff. I will definitely say it's like no other country. There's just so many different things.
The next one is food rules are different. Street food is safe, but obviously be cautious. You can find vendors in every single country. See if people, like locals, are regularly eating from them, if they're busy, if they're hygiene, like they'll...
I want to add something to that, actually.
Oh, so you're at school?
Yeah, sorry, I just put my hand up here. So I did read into street vendors. So I said about street food. So, for example, in India, anyone can go out and cook street food and sell it. In China, they can't. Right? So every single street vendor in China has to be licensed, and every single street vendor in China have to have a hygiene check.
Do you think so?
Yeah. But that's not the same.
I thought that was everywhere.
No.
Oh.
India. Honestly, India.
Oh, I can't believe some of the food we ate.
Yeah. A man can go out and just cook some food and sell it. Heading back to the place. Truth be told, our last sort of 24 hours, I've got a bit of a stomach bug and I've been a little bit ill. I'm not feeling great. There's hygiene ratings and they're registered, and so you're pretty safe eating street food in China. And
be warned when they food spicy. It is spicy. It could be quite spicy.
To be honest, you don't actually think, when you think spicy food, you automatically think, okay, India, Mexico, all these countries, but then China.
Well, if you go to Chongqing.
Yeah, Chongqing.
Chongqing hot pot.
Their hot pot is going to blow your head off.
Your mouth goes numb.
Yeah, it does.
Literally. Some people say they go deaf, don't they, for a bit or something?
They do. Yeah, they do.
Why do people eat this?
That's when you know it's a good hot pot, when you can feel it on your lips. Oh, and one thing I will mention about tap water as well. So, obviously, where you can't drink tap water, you're thinking, oh, I've got to spend a fortune on bottled water. Bottled water is super cheap. I mean, like 10p, 5p.
And you always have bottles of water in your hotel room.
Always.
And you can go down reception and ask them for another one. They'll give you unlimited supply. It's not one of them one bottle a day thing. They'll just give you one, won't they?
And sometimes they even got them in the
lobby corridor. Yeah, before the lift.
Yeah, because I used to walk past and get a bottle of water just randomly. Yeah. Public transport, right? So when you get to a city, you're probably thinking, okay, how do I get round the city? So every major city, 54 I think it is, they have a subway system, which is crazy.
And it's normally linked to the train station and the airport. Unless it's Beijing. It wasn't then.
And it's super...
No, it wasn't. It was because it was 6 a.m. and it weren't open yet.
Yeah, that's why. But it's super cheap. So cheap. And also, if you're not one for public transport, because obviously you can get buses as well and everything. They're all every city is always very well linked. But taxis are super cheap and super convenient. We've done in the past we've done a test how long it takes to get a taxi, and literally never wait more than 2 or 3 minutes. It's just ridiculously fast.
I struggle to fit in that quick wee.
Yeah, but no, this is what Rihanna. This is what annoys me. Right, this is straight away. This has turned from tips to what annoys me about Rihanna. Right, and this is definitely.
Oh, if we're doing annoying things, I've got loads for you.
Yeah, well, you
biting your fingernails for a start.
wait. Right, I'm waiting there to order a taxi. I go, okay, Rihanna, I'm just going to order a taxi. Okay, Ben, order a taxi. That's my Rihanna impression. And literally click it. I say, okay, it's 3 minutes away. And we know from experience how quick China taxis are. So 3 minutes is going to be there, if not less. She's going, okay, I'm just going for a wee. Why would you wait until I've clicked order? Why don't you go for a wee, and then when you're back, then I'll order it?
Because now I know how long, because otherwise it could mean 1 minute, or it could be 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
can fit in a wee in 3 minutes.
We've spoke about language barriers, and the last thing I want to do is go, hold on, mate, my wife's in the toilet, because as soon as I get in there, no matter what I say, he's going to start going.
Whatever. Do expect people to stare when you're in China, especially if you're blonde, maybe darker skinned, or something about you stands out compared to what they normally see. For example, we took my nieces there, the blonde, blue-eyed, beautiful girls, and we went to the panda park. And Chengdu, we went to see the pandas, and people loved them in the queue. Luckily, the girls got used to it, but like the older one, Evelyn, who's 9, was like, why do people keep looking at us? And we were trying to explain to her, it's because they're just curious. It's nothing rude. No one's rude about it or horrible. So do expect it, and don't be that dickhead that films it and goes, oh, look at everyone staring at me. Oh, I hate that more than anything in the world. They make it a thing.
We get a lot of people like that ask for selfies. Like, I'm not sure if they recognise us as the OTWD, the night walking couple, or are they just curious that we're just generic Westerners.
So just don't take that the wrong way. People are lovely there.
Well, we secretly love it, actually.
You do. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'd hate it. Please come up to us and approach us, have a photo. I'm just an awkward person. Yeah. I'm so sorry. This is probably one of my most favourite things about China is food ordering apps. And loads of people surprise me and ask us, how are you ordering food? Meituan, lifesaver. Because we travel full time, we're not going out for dinner every evening, are we? Like, we can't be bothered sometimes. We just want to sit in, watch our soaps, series, whatever crap, play on our phones and order some food in. And it's a lifesaver.
And it's always the best food, isn't it?
So good. I remember this. This is one of my favourite times ever in China. It's probably yours. We stayed in a nice hotel. Is it Changsha?
Changsha. It was a 5-star, lovely hotel.
Oh, it was lovely. It was one of our favourite hotels. We ordered some Peking duck. We were in our robes.
And a freaking bear as the quilt.
Big wooden table, and it was just so cosy, so comfortable. We ordered food in. A robot took it. We didn't have to speak to any human beings. It's just my favourite.
I think I said then that my life's just peaked.
Yeah, that was my favourite moment.
I will carry on.
Yeah,
with that. My life did peak at that moment.
Yeah, it just felt like our life had changed.
Yeah, it did. It did. Also, with Meituan, it's not just food that's convenient; it's everything. So when we was in Xinjiang, we were staying in a hotel, and I got a T-shirt delivered. So I went to the gym, got a little bit sweaty, and I didn't have a spare T-shirt. So
no, we did have a spare T-shirt, but Rianne had packed everything ready for us to leave.
Yeah, so it was my fault. But yeah, I got a T-shirt delivered. I timed it as well. I said, right, here's the time. And yeah, and it got delivered in 20 minutes. 20 minutes to get a T-shirt. Like, you think back in the West that you'd be waiting like 2 or 3 days to get... Yeah, it's crazy.
Meituan you can find easily on your WeChat, and then go into your mini apps, and it'll be on there, and you can translate it, and it's kind of straightforward. If you want like a thorough tutorial on it, let us know down below, and maybe we'll make a short.
Yeah, maybe we will. Good idea. Yeah, also with Meituan, I'm just going to add this on quick, not just deliveries, you can also get vouchers and coupons and stuff. So when you go for a meal, you can get a big meal, probably, maybe even for like 50% of the price. So make sure you do more of them. Because I actually think even us two, we don't do that enough.
Second to last one, this is for you, Ben, because he creases up every time. Domestic flights can be chaotic.
Yeah, they can.
And you know exactly what I mean. Yeah.
So using it, for example, like you do... Chinese people, right, they're a little bit more brazen than us in the West. So
they make me laugh so much, especially the older generation. They're so funny.
Especially on a plane, like we sort of tend to stick with the rules.
Yeah, we aren't clicking our seatbelt undone until the light comes on.
Yeah,
we're good.
Here's an example, right? So when we were coming into, when we were taxiing, basically we were seconds away from landing. I think we was even coming down, and some guys straight out his seat, going straight to the toilet, and the The woman's rushed up. She's like, no, 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 sit down, sit down, sit down.
But he was like oblivious. He was like, what?
Yeah, absolutely oblivious. And also, as soon as you touch that tarmac, like literally touching the tarmac, bang, the whole plane's getting up. Yeah, things are open, and then not the their hostess. She's literally like, whatever.
Yeah, I think they were over it.
Yeah,
must be a regular thing. Another one was it was a older gentleman. We were landing. We weren't so much as landed, but we had quite a bit of turbulence. So it was kind of like seatbelts on early, quite strict. He got up to go and do his like water. Remember?
Yeah.
Tea, you know, Chinese people have like the herbs in it and tea.
Yeah, you just want a cup of tea.
And like she's shouting him to come back, and he's obviously in his own little world getting his water. But I was like, it made my heart go because the turbulence was quite bad.
Yeah, you're quite a bad flyer, aren't you?
And when we landed in Xinjiang, the most amazing view, we got because we were in the middle seats, but we gave someone our phone to take a picture for us.
Everyone stood up.
People getting up, we're landing. We're literally about to land. We're going, the turbulence is bad because we're going through mountains, so the air's thinner. And the people unclipping the seatbelts, looking out there, like me and Ben were like, what the hell?
It was beautiful. It was beautiful, though.
It was worth it, though. It was so cool.
Xinjiang's a very beautiful place.
Expect on flights to be just a bit different. I don't know what it is. It's just a different vibe.
Yeah.
It feels like a lot more chilled.
I love it. It's
So good.
Yeah. Right. Also, in China, you will eat things that you never expected. Right. So me and Rianne have tried so many different things. Personal favourite of mine, which is the worst thing I ever ate, was sandworm jelly. Sandworm jelly, right? It's jelly with a sandworm in, which sounds quite revolting.
It tastes disgusting. The texture's disgusting.
Yep. And also they put some wasabi in it. And Rianne had a bit of a panic attack over some wasabi.
Anxiety attack, alright? Because you know when you wash over that feeling, if you've had anxiety, you know it. Because it was so bad, it like panicked me. It was... Don't.
So what's that got to do with wasabi and...
Because it panicked me. I don't know. There's something with wasabi. I love it though, but it does give me a little bit of panic.
Yeah, we've also tried things like sea urchin.
That weren't bad.
Duck and rabbit head.
That weren't bad.
Those are different things. So I think if you're coming to China, have an open mind and try things because it's all great.
Do you know what I didn't like? Because when, what was it? We had a hot pot recently with May and it was like a skin. Oh, it was like cartridge or something.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. It was the stomach lining. The
texture's disgusting.
It was like the stomach, inside of the stomach, and it was like a little bit furry.
Very popular in China. You get it with a lot of hot pots.
Yeah, it's chewy, but I actually don't mind it because the thing with that sort of stuff, anything like organs and stuff that you wouldn't normally eat, and it comes with a hot pot, make sure, and this is my top tip for hot pots as well, make sure your dipping sauce is good. Because you've got good dipping sauce, it doesn't matter what it is. Just put it in the dipping sauce, stir it around a bit. As long as the texture's not too bad, it's going to taste good. Right, so guys, we are literally days away from flying back to Beijing with Rianne's dad. We are so excited. I can, personally, right, I love coming home and seeing family and stuff. But once you've done all that, it's done. And I'm looking forward to getting back away. I'm looking forward to coming back to China. I'm looking forward to sharing it with my father-in-law, and also my parents are coming out as well, and they're meeting us, so I'll get to share it with them as well. And I'm really excited. But
before we go to China, we're actually going to go to London, the capital of England. It is a very hot topic at the moment. I feel like London is getting a lot of bad rep, and it's in the news a lot.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about it.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect. The world is changing, and I can imagine London's changed a lot. My mum literally told me the other day her friend went to London, literally got off the train, got pickpocketed, her phone. Yeah.
Look, the thing is, right, I love spreading positivity, and I don't want to go there and slag it off and stuff, but also I don't want to go there and tell lies and say it's a brilliant when it's not.
But I do love a day out in London, so this is kind of why we did it, because we said we can't come home and not go to London. It's only 60 miles down the road.
Exactly.
And it'll be interesting to do a video on it. Comment down below, what do you want us to film out there? What are you curious about? What do you want to see? What food do you want us to try?
Most importantly, has it changed?
Has it changed?
Yeah.
It's been a few years since we've been there.
So anyway, anything to do with travel, lifestyle, China, technology, anything you like, make sure you subscribe.